quick one on Thomas Partey and this game against England. Are we getting Partey into this lineup, or we should stick with the guys? Ezra,
we need Partey in the team.
Clearly,
yeah.
In midfield,
yes.
For wine, we have Elisha, we have Caleb.
So
Elisha also is not the man to go.
You should play Partey.
Yanchi.
Reasons.
So against Panama, Evan, I mean, like, they are good, yes, but they do not have the quality. You cannot compare Panama to England.
Exactly.
You look at the qualities England have, and then we will need players who are very good on the ball.
Okay.
And then against Panama, maybe but then Elisha was not the man for me.
Anything that they did in the game, the two of them, was ball recovery, ball distribution, zero.
Between who?
Caleb and Elisha.
But then Caleb was a bit better than Elisha.
Yeah, no dear, same dear. So in the land of the blind was a one-eyed man would definitely be. Elisha, ball recovery, ball distribution, zero. Ball recovery, aggressiveness in midfield, but they are kind of the.
And then against England, we need players who would be able to deliver, give accurate right passes, and also hold on to play, so that we don't lose most of the balls in the hearts of the on the pitch. So I feel like we need Thomas Partey, because on a very good day, Thomas Partey will give us that. And then, so if you have Yanchi to complement him, I think we would be able to hold on to the possession in the midfield rather than just giving being out of possession throughout the game.
Exactly, I agree with you on that. Bafo.
Ivan, in a situation where you have Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, look at the quality of these three players.
Yeah.
And yet somebody who will sit on tracking balls from opponents. Now the problem is, in terms of tracking ball from opponents, top notch. Elisha also did the job very well. But the next problem is passing the ball to the right place. That's where the problem comes in. So imagine you recover ball from Declan Rice. The next IQ is to pass the ball very well.
Yeah.
And if you pass and it doesn't go well, it means that an attacking recycling, turning defense into attack to go against us.
Yeah.
And so in the inclusion of Thomas Partey, he brings a lot of ball distribution to these players. Especially in the last 15 minutes where Zibo came in, we saw that Caleb was comfortable to move forward.
Yeah.
When Elisha was playing, he wasn't coming too forward much like that, because most of the ball distribution and ball recoveries, he needed to support him in that tangent. But assuming if you have Thomas Partey in the middle, he will do most of the recoveries and most of the passing, so that Caleb will get the opportunity to move inside the box. Because Ivan, clearly in our team today, the kind dispensation that we have at our hands, it is Caleb that in terms of ball progression, moving with the ball, and not going 100%, but he's better off than what Zibo and Elisha was doing in that game against Panama. So clearly you could see that against Panama we were recovering the balls, but passing to the right spaces for the players to pick the ball to score, we were lacking in that space. And I feel that if Thomas Partey is back and fit without any issues, he stands a greater chance ahead of these two players in the shape of Kwesi and then Elijah Usu. For me, if you're asking me personally, and I will go for a middle three of Brendan Thomas Asante together with Thomas Partey and then Caleb inside the middle.
That's Brandon in front of the two.
Sure, because we need to do a lot more of pressing.
Okay.
Because we are meeting a midfield that, in terms of one fine pass, could change the entire complexity of the game.
Elliot Wiana. Master.
Ivan. It is not the standard of those players.
Elliot.
But against standard they cry. Any the woman Wednesday. Look, if Panama Marcus Rashford only in that game they played against us on Wednesday, they would have beaten us.
Because we gave a lot of the balls away.
And against England, you can't do that, especially whereby there's Hurricane in front of the English attack. The least mistake you do, pressure, it will be resulting into goals. Their wingers are also fast, they are very pacey. A lot of people are not talking about Noni Madueke, but clearly when he's with the ball moving towards the defense, it's very dangerous. For me, based on the midfielders that the English national team will portray, I think we need midfielders who can be very agilable and pass the ball to the right spaces, because the right passes will get us the goals. But
Kremo, listening to you from Etimetima. Say happy Father's Day to all responsible fathers. Kremo, medasi. Say also the message Abba. Pata 70 be master me back play. Move crown. It's a party. You declare 50% fitter. Party must still start the game. You don't have anyone there to do to calm down the pressure of England if we are being moved around. Go on a call left because we will be defended. Call left, now by right, now by. We will need someone to calm down the pressure, have the ball, link those on the flanks to try and create chances for us. So clearly, Thomas Partey must be in the setup. Well, let's move on from that into other areas. Now, the goalkeeping side, Hono and Semibri. Daniel Gaspar is the goalkeeper trainer of the Black Stars. He spoke about preparations for the goalkeepers. We heard that Lawrence Ati Zigi was injured, but he had training yesterday, a bit of training. He did the other parts at the gym. So looks like he's going to be making a decision on Benjamin Asare or on Lawrence Ati Zigi. Yeah, let's hear from Daniel Gaspar.
So we're extremely happy with his progress. It's day by day. Obviously, this is a medical issue. It's an issue also collaborated with head coach Carlos Queiroz, and so we'll take it session by session. But we're optimistic with his progress, and the decision will be made at the right time, at the right moment. But one thing for sure, we always stress that it's team above individual. So any decision that we make is in the best interest of the team. Been extremely proud to be part of the Ghana national team. I feel the love from the people. Our players feel the support of the people. And I know and have no reservation that we will do everything to the best of our ability to bring joy and happiness to the Ghanaian people. Up to this point, they've been extremely supportive, great fans. They bring a certain energy, a certain vibe, and I think the players feed off of that. So just keep giving us that support. Keep believing in the Ghana national team, because we're going to fight for you. We're going to do everything we can to give a positive.
Daniel Gaspar, goalkeepers trainer for the Black Stars of Ghana. Yeah? Are we worried about Benjamin Asare being the number one, or based on what you saw in the first half against Panama, you would like to have Lawrence Ati Zigi back in the goalpost?
But I feel that consistency is very key.
Okay.
So for me, if Ati Zigi is fit, medically fit, we ought to maintain him in the goalpost. But if he's not medically fit, we shouldn't take risks and chances.
Just put Benjamin Asare back
if he's not medically fit to start the game or maintain himself very well in the game. Because in that game against England, we will need a lot of composure at the back. We will need a lot of composure at the back. And so, if he's medically fit, I think that consistency is very, very important. But on the premises of if he's not medically fit, we can bring in Benjamin Asare. Not to say that Benjamin Asare is not a good goalkeeper, but Ivan, in tournament of such nature, maintaining consistency in certain areas of your team is very, very, very important.
Ezra,
Ivan, with the consistency, I think it's rightly so. But then I also feel like for exposure's sake, we would need Ati Zigi in goal post.
Okay.
I've always been one person. I'm like, we should put Benjamin Asare in the goal post. But I feel like at this point, if Ati Zigi is fit, like he should be the one to keep the post fast, rather than Benjamin Asare.
The exposure point is fair because this is a top opponent. You may lose it there, but you definitely need your goalkeeper who's had the exposure in the goal post. But Benjamin Asare has also showed that when called to the task, he can deliver. So let's hope that whoever gets the nod will be the man that will lead us to at least a point.